As Kody Brown navigates marital issues with Robyn and confronts his past with Mary, the tension seems to threaten his only surviving marriage. Summary. Following the failures of his previous marriages, Kody Brown is now left with only Robyn, his favored wife. Despite his favoritism towards Robyn, Brown seems to face significant marital issues with her in the absence of his other wives. As Brown struggles with anger and self-doubt after 3 splits, he faces an intense conversation with his ex-wife Mary. Despite trying to portray a successful polygamous marriage, Sister Wives star Kody Brown is now left with his only favored wife Robyn, with all of his previous marriages failing in the process. Meanwhile, although Brown has often preferred Robyn over the rest of his wives, now the family patriarch is facing issues and marital trouble even with Robyn, amid the absence of his other wives. As Kody Brown struggles with anger and self-doubt after facing marital issues with Robyn and withstanding 3 splits in 3 years, things turn messier as he comes across his first wife, Mary. After she obtained her church's permission to divorce, Mary Brown appeared on Sister Wives to have an intense conversation with her former husband. And the way Brown spoke about his ex-wife is the last thing that Robyn would like to hear amid marriage troubles. Amid the absence of his other wives, Kody Brown faces troubles with Robyn. In the latest season of Sister Wives, Kody Brown and his only remaining wife Robyn got candid about their marriage struggles following the family patriarch split with his ex-wives Christine, Janelle, and Mary. Despite previously having issues with his 3 wives over his favoritism towards Robyn and her kids, Brown is now facing troubles in his marriage with the only wife he has. Kody Brown's $149 cameos and celebrity fame are helping him afford his lavish lifestyle more than his job as firearm salesman. According to the former polygamist's opinion shared on season 19 of Sister Wives, his marriage with Robyn ventured into its worst phase after his split from his 3 previous wives. Meanwhile, Robyn suggested that the patriarch is struggling with anger and self-doubt while wondering about whom to blame for the difficulty in his marriage with his only remaining wife, which is perhaps affecting their marriage. We're probably doing the worst we've ever done in our marriage. It's been tough. It's been tough between us. He doesn't know who to blame, himself or one of the other wives. Kody's feeling a lot of rejection, so I think he's kind of looking at me going, "Are you going to reject me too?" So I'm on my toes. I'm having to consistently make sure that he's not sabotaging our relationship. Apparently, when Kody Brown and Robyn were forced to face one of his exes, Christine, at a baby sprinkle for their daughter Michael T. Padron, the duo realized that his ex-wife was doing way better than they were. This realization eventually aggravated the tension between them, and Brown began struggling with self-doubt, considering how he had 3 people blaming him for their broken marriage. Kody Brown's brutal comments about ex-wife Mary might leave Robyn agitated. The blame from his 3 ex-wives, who seemed to be doing perfectly fine after their split, undoubtedly became too much to take for Kody Brown. Meanwhile, amid self-doubt and internal anger that made him wonder who was to be blamed for his marital troubles with Robyn, Brown faced yet another tense situation as his first wife Mary Brown returned to have a conversation with him after obtaining her church's permission to divorce. Kody Brown can't blame his marriage with Robyn for how awful he has been as a father on many occasions in Sister Wives. Appearing on season 19, episode 6 of Sister Wives, Mary Brown surprisingly faced her former husband's wrath over her decision to make their divorce official. Criticizing her for not making the choice sooner, the 53-year-old TLC star seemingly faced the rant and brutal comments from Brown, perhaps because he needed someone to blame. Surprisingly, most remarks aimed at Mary seemed rather fitted for Robyn, considering how she and Kody Brown are the ones having issues in their marriage. Leadership will never allow you to marry again if you're discarding wives. Well, I was in terrible relationships but wasn't willing to discard them, didn't want to discard them, didn't even know I was in terrible relationships. You just think you're in a normal relationship because all your friends have the same problem until you're in a normal relationship that has deep emotional intimacy instead of what some people call it, F and F. And the second word is fight. Or F and F, and the first word is fight. That doesn't create intimacy. That just creates orgasms. You know what really sucks? It's not divorce that sucks. It's marrying the wrong person because you don't know. We're breaking up now. Does it mean it was the right person, Or was it just right at the right time? I don't know. I can't philosophize this.
We could philosophize it to death.
All I know is that you and I have different timestamps on when we weren't happy anymore. Following Kody Brown's comments about his divorce and unhappy marriage with Mary, it seems that most of his opinions about his ex-wife fit perfectly with his troubles in his current marriage with Robyn. Given how the father of 18 criticized his ex-wife for having different timestamps on when they weren't happy, part of it seems indirectly directed towards Robyn since they are the ones currently unhappy in their marriage. Well, Kody Brown's meltdown and outrage directed towards Mary can't be good for Robyn, considering how most of his remarks seemingly stemmed from his current troubles with his present wife. After obtaining her church's permission to divorce Kody Brown, Mary Brown sits down with her ex-husband for a tense conversation in Season 19, Episode 6 of Sister Wives. In Today.com's exclusive First Look at the Moment, Kody Brown criticizes his ex-wife's decision to make their divorce official when she did, saying, "I wish you would have made your choice sooner. My choice was always to stay. Had I wanted to leave sooner, I would have left sooner," she replies. In a confessional interview, Kody Brown discusses the tricky dynamics of plural marriage, seemingly explaining why he stayed in several unhappy marriages for so long. The reality star was once married to 4 women: Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn Brown. He is now only married to Robyn Brown. Leadership will never allow you to marry again if you're discarding wives. Well, I was in terrible relationships, but wasn't willing to discard them, didn't want to discard them, didn't even know I was in terrible relationships, he says. The father of 18 says it's hard to know that you're in a bad relationship and uses a colorful example to illustrate his point. You just think you're in a normal relationship because all your friends have the same problem until you're in a normal relationship that has deep emotional intimacy instead of what some people call it, F and F, and the second word is fight. Or F and F, and the first word is fight. That doesn't create intimacy.
That just creates orgasms, he says.
Back in his conversation with Mary Brown, Kody Brown pushes some buttons with his next statement. You know what really sucks? It's not divorce that sucks. It's marrying the wrong person because you don't know, he says. After sighing deeply, Mary Brown says, "Wow, okay. Because you married me at 6 months." Kody Brown and Robyn Brown are apparently in love. Kody loves her so deeply that he insists meeting her is the reason his other marriages didn't work. For many years, Sister Wives fans have blamed Robyn Brown and how Kody Brown favors her for the problems in his other marriages. In more recent years, his former wives have gotten more honest. In the most recent seasons, they have pointed out how Robyn played an active role in dismantling their plural family. Now, Kody Brown is speaking out. While he's not unhappy that his other marriages have ended, he too blames Robyn Brown in a roundabout way. Kody Brown kind of blamed Robyn Brown for the downfall of his marriages. In a recently shared clip from an upcoming episode of Sister Wives, Kody Brown opened up about his failed marriages yet again. While viewers have been holding out hope that the former polygamist would have spent some time soul-searching and understanding his role in the breakdown of 3 of his 4 marriages, it appears that it is not meant to be. Kody has placed the blame for his failed marriages solely on the shoulders of his romantic partners. He did break the script a bit this time around. What made this clip unique was his willingness to blame Robyn Brown, his 4th wife, for the end of his other unions. Well, he blamed her in a very roundabout way. In the clip, Kody notes that he didn't know he was in bad relationships until he met Robyn Brown. The father of 18 is so taken with his 4th wife that he claims he is now in a normal relationship that has deep emotional intimacy. Kody, in a roundabout way, blamed his connection to Robyn Brown for the failure of his other marriages. His statement suggested that if he had never met Robyn, he would have never known that his relationships with Mary Brown, Christine Brown, and Janelle Brown were lacking. If he's so happy, why is he still so bitter? The clip might explain why Kody is so focused on Robyn Brown. Still, it leaves viewers with more questions than answers. If Kody is so deeply in love with Robyn Brown, he should be happy to see his other wives move on. After all, when the other 3 left, they freed up more of his time. It gives him way more time to spend with his actual romantic partner. That's not what has happened, though. Through the last few seasons of Sister Wives, Kody has grown increasingly bitter and angry. He was furious that Christine Brown had moved on and remarried. He was angry that Janelle moved to distance herself from him. The former polygamist even claimed to have FOMO when he learned she was exploring alternative locations to set down roots. Now, Kody seems incensed that Mary sought a release from the church they once belonged to.